Hey Scott, hey everyone else, welcome back to 4 Running Shoes. This week I was in Brisbane and was able to do one run in the rainforest up there. It was nice to get out early in the morning and still have the sun coming up. Because Queensland, it comes up a lot earlier than it does in Melbourne. But yeah, I just really enjoyed running around in the rainforest there and seeing all the nice views out at Mount Tamborine. But I wanted to introduce you to a friend of mine who I met a long time ago and played a big part in my running journey. So yeah, guys, I'm at Mount Tamborine at a conference that our work's putting on, and John is from Perth. It's a national conference, and I met him quite a while ago, probably 2015 or something.
Yeah, I think 2015 is right. Yep.
And then I moved to Perth when you moved to Perth as well, and that's when John got me into running, so thought we'd hear some of that story. So I think the first thing you got me to come along to was parkrun. Is that how you got into running as well? Or?
No, I think I did a fun run or a 5K and just remember enjoying it, and it was the same distance that parkrun is. But parkrun was definitely early on in my running story, just a huge incentive to get into running. Love the community feel. Love the, privilege to grow up in Brisbane and have all these different parkruns. I feel like every couple of weeks there was a new parkrun.
Yeah.
And so I just love the getting up early, starting the weekend well, maybe taking a friend or two with me to this far-flung park run, and then afterwards it was the journey of having coffee together and just I find as guys often we open up a bit more. It's hard just to sit down and start going deep, but when we go for a run together and we've expended all this energy, then it's just natural to hang out afterwards and go a bit deeper with each other.
Yeah, I remember you always had a community around you, taking people to park runs and doing stuff together. I found that pretty attractive, even though I wasn't a runner at that point. Like, oh, that'd be cool to get into when I was hanging around you. So yeah, I really caught that vision, I guess, that you had for park run, and you've done a lot of different ones as well. That was part of your, you like traveling, doing touristing and stuff.
Yeah, and Tim's not going to mention this himself; he's too humble. But Tim, when I first took Tim on a park run, I said, the only rule here, Tim, is don't beat me the first time. And so I think Tim very faithfully managed to trail behind me by a few meters. But by the end of that 6-month period together in Perth, Tim was winning park runs. And just a small park run, wasn't
wasn't much
200 or 300, maybe just 50 people at this park run. But Tim had improved so much in his running that he was, getting probably 21 minutes or something around that.
Yeah, it was always my goal to try and get under that 20-minute mark, but it took years for me to get there. It wasn't that. It took a long time. Yeah. So, what's been some of your history with running and some of your goals and stuff?
Yeah, so I loved, one of the things I loved about running was just whenever I'd travel with work or for family, you'd sometimes end up in these cities, whether it's Canada or the US, but just to start the day with a run, or actually get to explore the terrain. I remember being in a Middle Eastern country where there's not much of a running culture, and just exploring this foreign city through doing a 10K, and so just getting to know all of the architecture, but also just the stimulus of running and people looking at me weirdly, not just because I wasn't from that culture, but because I was running.
Yeah.
They must have imagined there was some sort of policeman about there to chase me somewhere. And a quote that I always remembered was you never regret a run. And so that would spur me on to maybe get out of bed a bit earlier, or to go for that run. And part of my journey as well was doing some half marathons. Never got up to the full kind of marathon stage, but half marathons were fun because I learned I could probably do them without having to do too much prep in advance, and so I could just do it on a whim. And so really blessed to do 10 or 15 half marathons in a couple of different cities. It's been fun.
Nice. Yeah, that was one of the things that we did that semester that I was in Perth. We did a half marathon together, HBF.
Absolutely, good memories.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, so where are you at now in your running journey?
Yeah, so it's ironic, we talk about parkrun. I've never lived geographically closer to a parkrun, but I'm not really there at all at the moment. So my running, I would say, to put it kindly, it's plateaued, but to be more accurate, it's really kind of, no pun intended, trailed away. recently through getting married and probably taking up a new hobby, which is hiking. And hiking has not yet progressed to doing trail running. I know trail running is a close cousin of hiking, but look, every now and again, I will still look for the opportunity to go for a run, but just doing it so sporadically that don't know if I can call myself a runner at the moment. But I think it's good to share that because, I think, I was able to play a part in helping get Tim into running and seeing him now have the channel and, out there running with prams and things. But that's not everyone's journey. Some of us have a PB that's like well in the past. Some of us, our running has plateaued or it's fallen away. That's okay. Life goes through different seasons. There's always a chance. Every new and fresh day is an opportunity to put on the joggers again and get back into it.
Yeah, I think the journey's different for everyone. Like for Scott and I, it's often to try and get those PBs or whatever, but there's so many other benefits to running and everyone's different journey. So if you're getting into running or just enjoying running for what it is, really commend you for that. And I think one of the key things that I really like is just exploring, like what you were mentioning, going to a new place, and even just running around Mount Tambourine has been really nice over this last week. But thanks for chatting and sharing a bit of your journey and getting me into running. It's been really cool. Good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, likewise. And it's been a lot of fun to see the channel kind of growing and seeing different parts of Melbourne through your runs. To know that running journey, to be able to introduce someone to anything is special, but to see someone kind of get passionate about something you were passionate about is always a lot of fun. So
yeah, cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Tim.
It was great to see John again and be able to introduce him to you guys. Thanks heaps for being part of my running journey as well. And in the comments, I'd love to hear who got you into running as well. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video on Thursday, and make sure you see Scott's video on Tuesday as well. Catch you guys.